A recent filing with the SEC says that Galaxy Digital possesses $34 million worth of XRP. I find this story quite interesting because the head of the company is a man who has been against XRP for most of the past 10 years, but now he has completely changed his stance. You have to join him in this case because you can't fight him. He knows he has given up and thrown in the towel, even though he doesn't completely understand it. I'll explain why I don't think he does later. I don't think he really understands XRP, but he knows that everyone else has accepted it and that it will be around for a long time. So he is just going along with it now. Also, some people in the Ripple community don't like its bank charter. There is more about this later in the movie, but it's just amazing, and we saw it coming. The current people are upset because you're trying to take their meal. People who work in fintech and blockchain like Ripple have a lot of advantages over people who work in traditional finance. Companies that send money, banks, and so on do this, and instead of changing, which would be the greatest thing to do, some of them are, slowly. I think it's funny that they keep fighting to halt the future that is going to happen. You can't stop it, son. Okay, so after hearing this person talk about XRP in a negative way for the entire time I've been in the cryptocurrency business, I believe this is great. In my opinion, it's like a chef's kiss. Here is the text of this composition. Galaxy Digital's report for the second quarter of 2025 shows a significant recovery and a planned foray into XRP. On Tuesday, Galaxy Digital Inc. said that, according to its most recent SEC filing for the quarter ending June 30th, 2025, it had $34.4 million worth of XRP. For the first time, the corporation now owns XRP as part of its digital assets. Their financial report for December 2024 does not show any XRP holdings. It did, however, show that it owned a lot of Uniswap, Celestia, Solana, USDC, ETH, and Bitcoin. All of those coins, but not XRP. XRP is like, okay, there's one thing, which makes me laugh. Anything's one thing to say, okay, we weren't touching it because of the lawsuit. Okay, that's all right. I might give you that one just to be kind, but it's over. It's clear that it's over, and I can't help but wonder what's wrong with you if you haven't heard of one of only 3 coins that have always been in the top 10 by market valuation. There are 3 types of money: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Those are the only coins that have been in the top 10 by market valuation for their entire existence out of the tens of thousands of coins that are in circulation. That doesn't happen very often. It's even more amazing that the US government tried to do rid of XRP through the SEC but failed. It stayed in the top 10 by market cap. Doesn't that mean something to you? Is there any way to make it clearer that people really do value XRP? They like the usefulness, the tech aspects, and so forth. In short, it's a winner. You can see that XRP is a legitimate holding from Galaxy Digital. Thank God I never thought this day would come. I guess hell is frozen over. And look at this. That's Mike Negratz. CNBC's Fast Money account wrote this post almost 7 years ago on September 21st, 2018. This man has been there for a long time, and he has a longer history. I recently found this early example, but here he is on national TV. This shows how long it's been around. The screen shows that Bitcoin was worth $6,731 at the moment. Oh, to be young again and not have to pay that. XRP was also going up, because they're jerks. CNBC reported today that Ripple is going up. Not at all. It was XRP. They were confusing the two. But Mike Novogratz only said, "I wish someone could explain it to me." He said, "Yeah, I don't get it." He went on to say some good things about Ripple, the firm, because he is a big fan of Ripple and has put money into it, but he has never liked XRP. He has always hated XRP. Until recently, though, and I'll talk more about it in a minute. But he was saying that on TV for the whole country to see. He may have started Galaxy, but keep in mind that he hadn't done so yet. I know he was going to do it at the end of 2017, but then he changed his mind because he thought, wait, this looks a little too bubbly. Then it did happen. There was a bubble in the cryptocurrency market, and he made it happen. So it's plausible that he had just put it out or was about to put it out, no matter what. That person in his company ended up buying a lot of XRP. This is another example. This picture was shot a few years later, on April 18th, 2021. Mike Novogratz talks about why he is against XRP. Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz has defended what he said about the coin, despite criticism from the XRP community. In a recent interview with Bloomberg, the billionaire offered Doge as an example of retail froth. On April 16th, the meme coin made it into the top 5 of the coin market cap. As you said today, Novogratz also said he didn't get why XRP was going up either, as the US had sued its issuer Ripple Labs. That's not the issue. The Securities and Exchange Commission, and this is what he said. In just 1 month, the value of their coins went grown from 40 cents to $1.60. I don't think it makes much sense. He has never understood humans. Whitehead rallied years before he could understand what was going on. It went up even more in 2021, and he didn't understand. The federal government fought it, but it went up to $2. How often do you doubt yourself? What don't I get? What have I not seen? It just won't die, therefore it keeps happening. A lot of people appear to like this gizmo. In truth, the answer will come in late 2023, but it will take a while to get there. Also, Galaxy's Novigrad's XRP will do very badly this year. As you can see, he has been constantly negative about XRP since September 13th, 2021 for a number of reasons. And it's always crazy to me that XRP is such a great example of a coin that can be used in so many ways. It's one of the most clear alternatives. I could see that in 2017. And I got into the world of cryptocurrencies without any preparation. When I dove in, I spotted it immediately away, and the most obvious object was right in front of him. But this man, who had worked in finance for decades, didn't see it.
Whoa, I know that everyone thinks differently, but wow.
You just hate seeing it. But he got here in late 2023. I was wrong. He says, "Okay guys, I give up." Bitcoin.com is the source of this headline. Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital, says he was absolutely wrong about XRP and Ripple. I don't really need to read the story because I already knew it was here to stay. He gets that. Here's one more. This is the 6th of February, 2025. Mike Novogratz. Why is that there if people want to take part? What made that show up? What should I do with it? There is no X. Oh God, I'm angry. Hey folks, I'm on TradingView right now and I'm attempting to record a really good song. Also, your bitch boys are doing really badly. Do I have to hit refresh? I have to hit refresh because you can do anything you want on my screen while you're in TradingView. Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital, said that the cryptocurrency XRP has a story and a recent interview, which is how it reads. Ha! This is funny. Just to be clear, he is in favor of it. He has finally come clean about what he did wrong. He doesn't know why he's wrong. He still doesn't know what he did wrong. I'm telling you, but I think he doesn't know why his company has tens of millions of dollars worth of XRP right now. Look at this. Novogratz says that smaller ecosystems are more likely to last since they have less story. Are you talking about that short story about one of the most useful coins in the world? What? He says that this keeps the people who take part interested. Yes, that's right. He knows what we're doing, even if it's just us and we don't get it. He will just go along with it. Just to be clear, that's how he sees things. The billionaire who owns Cardano has now admitted that he was wrong after saying bad things about it before. Here's a quote from him, too. I thought that a lot of these ecosystems would go away, but they didn't. And my point of view on this has changed a lot. That's how libertarians see things. Let folks join the XRP army if they want to. That was their decision. Complete the quote. He still doesn't get it. He still doesn't get why we have XRP, why people are buying it, or why we think what we do. He doesn't know that there is any ludicrous utility. And he doesn't seem to have any idea that it's happening. Did he not read any of the amicus briefs in the SEC v. Ripple case? Because it would affect their business plans.